and I had Carolyn Baker
like,
a lot of
on,
times, and I've never seen evidence that cats dream like I see in dogs. But what I'm wondering is, so dogs know that they dream,
I think that this is
or
a
is that like part of their
I
day?
hope
Because if that's part of their day, then that's pretty trippy. Because to me, it's just like the dog is like with me, and sometimes I take a nap, and other times
I would highly recommend
they're just like going out running around. But if their dreams are part of their realities, then I would be
just
pretty
go
shocked that that was
maybe some chocolate.
like
Man's not
their day.
you know,
They're
the chocolate
with
cookies.
some
better
bizarre
alternative
dream that isn't part of reality, but they think it's part of reality, then that is really, really tricky. Now, cats, on the other hand, I think would never be tricked by
To be
it.
clear,
I think they would
recommend
totally
that you do not
funnel
watch
the
the
shit
show.
full of cats into
I
thinking
think that this program is bad,
is something
a bad
like
influence.
that reality of sorts.
If you want to be influenced in a positive direction, I would go elsewhere.
Possible. I don't think there's any
If you want to be
way
influenced in a
that
negative
could even
direction,
happen.
I would do that.
There's no way that that
listen
could
to your
happen. There's
elders.
just no way, because
All I
it's
can
a cat,
tell you
you know,
is that
cats are smart, right?
And,
Cats
you
know
know,
do
better.
nothing at all.
And you know,
I'm gonna do
So,
it.
you know, go fuck yourself.
Go fuck
Fuck yourself.
I don't care what people say, tomorrow is too far away. We can leave and they can stay, cause I for one am never gonna change. Ever since I was a kid, knobby knees and lots to live, I found it hard to listen when they told me to be quiet and to wait. I think they'd agree that's just not possible for me. I wanna shout, I wanna scream, I wanna dance, I wanna sing. I think you are just like me. Let's go see what we can see and sing a little louder for one.
Record skipping. Totally the wrong
Hello?
intro.
Hello?
Gosh. Anyway,
Hello?
doesn't matter, right?
Hello?
We can play
Does
any
this
intro we want, right?
Hello? Hello,
Yeah, we
everybody
can.
out there in Left Past 10.
Am I on? Am I live?
Are you live?
I
You
don't
are
know.
live.
Live?
I'm live. I
Do
can feel it.
this.
I'm still
I feel
living.
live.
I'm not
If
dead
you feel
yet.
thumping. You are.
I'm still alive.
Is there an internet problem? What's happening?
Hello?
Where are you? Can you see us, Andrew?
I'm too high for this.
Andrea, you're always high.
Are you
for
drinking out of a
Left
goddamn vase?
A what?
A vase?
Yeah, that's
what
what
the
was weird
fuck is
about
this?
that.
Past. I'm drinking out of a plastic McDonald's cup that's 2 weeks old. That's killing me.
Andrew, are
Ooh,
you
that's
okay?
horrible.
Styrofoam generic gas station coffee cup that's 2 weeks old and killing me.
Yeah.
I'm
I-
drinking a beer with a dog face on it.
Well,
Oh.
Nice.
so how is
Um,
everybody?
I'm great.
I'm okay.
Great.
So we're not going to
I
fuck
understand
ourselves?
you're feeling perkier.
I am feeling perkier. I was feeling like total shit for days, but I'm feeling perky now.
Good.
Is that good?
Yes.
I think it's good. I'll
Is this
check
the
it.
eye of the storm, right? You're gonna feel good and then immediately it's gonna be shitty again?
Nope. Nope.
sure?
Mm-hmm.
All
I'm gonna
right.
be fine. Yes.
Keep me
It's
posted.
called whatever toxins on the planet gave me a autoimmune disease gives you flares every now and then. I think it
Mm.
was 22 years in a sick office, quite
Oh,
frankly.
yeah. You know
Mhm.
what? You
Matt's
guys.
still mad, by the way, that it was the wrong intro with that.
Is this scripted?
I
Is this a
will
s-
not let
Is this a scripted
it stand.
scenario? I don't understand.
Not fair.
Why are we
It-
playing the intro again?
Because this is the correct intro.
This is the correct intro.
I do it.
And I just do not. I don't
Was the
live
other one
well with
incorrect?
error.
What
or
was wrong
mistake.
with it? What happened?
It was like showing Matt Binder, and I mean, if I
Oh,
was
he's
going to
not
show,
coming on?
if I was
I
going
thought
to
he
show
was
the
coming on. I don't. Wait, what?
no, if I was going to show the wrong intro, it'd be that one we did for Mike because that was really fun. Like I was tempted to show that anyway.
So wait, so he's not coming on? Just to be clear.
No,
So that was false
I
advertising?
mean, he
Would that
was,
be
but then he
fraud?
saw that intro we did.
Well, it was
That-
false advertising, but we've corrected the record.
We've corrected it? I don't
No.
think so. What if people like left the stream like thinking, oh shit, Binder's gonna be here, and then they're going to do their errands or
Actually-
whatever so that
All
they
right,
could come back. They sit
30
down, they got their
30
beer
some-
ready,
30-some people just showed up, so I feel like, hey, how's it going, guys? What's happening? Good to see you, Sandy. I heard you're feeling better.
I am feeling wonderful now.
And
let's just speed run that intro again. So feeling better now. Whatever autoimmune disease you got, probably from years in the office.
Emerald View. Modern day autoimmune diseases, whatever happened to good old manual immune diseases. That was good, sweet. I like that one.
Matt drinking out of a vase there.
What are you doing? Why are you doing that?
This has a handle.
How is everyone?
No, not that one. The other one. What is this like thing you do with your cups? Is this your like bizarre form of art? Is this what you
Pilsner?
do? What is that? Fritz? What is that?
Fritz Brewery.
Why do you have that?
This is horrible.
It's a brewery I like, and this is
that's a good one.
Also,
that's a good one.
Fritz Brewery. Fritz was my.
Well, what are you drinking though? What is that mysterious? Coffee. You're drinking literally gallons of coffee at 11 p.m. Oh, there we go.
Fritz, where's that? Bark Eater Den says Genesee Cream Ale. Jenny is a Buffalo. People in Buffalo drink Jenny. Nobody's heard of it other places. Jenny.
It's in Niwot, Colorado.
Jenny. Yeah. Do you all drink beer? Well, Andrea drinks beer.
Not these days. I don't do anything these days. Like I had a couple of beers the other night and I was immediately like, boy, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Well,
there's that.
Tired.
Yeah, really talkative for a minute and then tired.
All fell apart.
Made a couple of really good jokes to the family. My family was there and my mom was like, you're hilarious. And I was like, I've had 2 beers.
You left on a high note, right? Like, oh, I'm hilarious. Oh, yeah. Excellent news. All right, guys. See you tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. I left on a high note for sure. Actually, I was just looking at my watch is 4 seconds. My watch is back 4 seconds. Must be hungry.
Back 4.
My watch's back 4 seconds must be hungry.
Hey, I have a question. Have you guys noticed that YouTube messed with everything again, and that when you go in your own, you go on your
goddamn bug flying
home
around.
Screen, and you don't see everything the same?
Oh yeah. I can't.
Why are they
stand it.
doing that? Because
what's happening?
What happened
with YouTube?
When you go to YouTube, they have like.
It's all screwed up.
Sometimes there's something between the description and the comments. Sometimes the chat has something above. It's just a key.
Yeah, you have to click on the chat to get your editing and all that. And then it's like bullshit. I don't understand why they keep doing this. I don't get it.
Oh, this is bad news.
Can we pretend like I had this ready to go when you said that?
Yeah. He can't keep getting away with it, but I will.
I don't understand why they keep changing this bullshit.
So, well, I mean,
that's the Cosmic Panda.
Change for the sake of change and not for any like logical, productive purpose is the sign of an idiot boss. So that explains it.
Who runs YouTube? Who's the
somebody
idiot
comes
boss?
in and goes, "Hey guys, you know what we should probably do today is," and everyone's like, "Why, motherfucker? Why are we doing this? You're just making work."
You had your day planned out. You had a thing you were good at.
Yeah,
let's quit that.
When I go on my other channel, it doesn't do this. When I'm on the other channel that I have, Sandy Blue Ocean, it doesn't do this. Ms. Blue Ocean, whatever.
Well, they roll out updates based on an account basis.
So now,
really?
Yeah,
Safari won't even show me chat on any shows at all ever. It's like Safari has just like totally shit the bed. So I'm 100% Chrome, you guys. I'm all Chrome all the time.
Shout out to the Brave browser.
Brave. Andrea turned me on to Brave. That's always what I use with all the stuff with
browser.
Jennifer anyway, yeah, Brave.
I'll give it a shot.
Online, I do it. You know, I use Brave because it doesn't have.
Does it work with StreamYard?
I don't know.
I'm using it right now.
I have Ecamm Live. Free advertising.
I do want to. This has inspired me to bring up yet again the idea of a government-run social media site.
Public utility.
I'd like to go to government.com.
What government?
Media?
Russia?
Yeah, who's government?
Yeah, Russia.
That my point being that right now we just take for granted that like all this stuff is free to use. There's an infinite amount of upload space.
We should let
But none of
Canada
us
do it.
Get together and like say, oh, it must be this way. Because if YouTube gets the monopoly, if Twitch goes down and all these other stuff goes down, we're at their mercy. And there's not that many of them. And I'm just saying.
What am I paying for 99 cents a month? I need to look at.
Well, we have the standards we do, where we have a certain standard of internet that we expect. It might be worth it to say, yeah, as the public, we're going to buy X amount of servers, and we're going to say you do whatever you want on there. Government can't tell you not to do it, or decide how we want that to run. But that is.
Are you saying we should make a free speech platform?
Yes.
Yeah.
But literally a government.
Would we be allowed to say cisgender on this platform? Is
There'll
that
be
possible?
Nazis.
Yes.
There'll be Nazis on there.
Well, you can't do hate speech like
Isn't that Telegram?
But,
no cisgender then? Can't do it.
Isn't that Telegram?
No, yeah, that's what it
Can we call white people saltines?
I don't think so. It's extremely offensive.
Crackers?
Well, you have to. Yeah, I think it's mandatory to call them honkies because that.
You say that.
Did you hear?
I don't know why there's so much anti-white racism on this program. I feel a little uncomfortable here. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, we don't care for the whites.
Did you hear the guy who was at a deli and
no, we want the greens.
Soup? He ordered soup and he said, "Do you serve crackers?" And the lady was like, "Honey, we serve everybody in here."
I was gonna gif you on that one, but that was pretty good.
When are you gonna get that sound effect? Boom, boom.
That's my favorite white racist joke.
The thing with the government social media blah 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 is not that I think we should not have these other ones, but just that I notice we take a lot of things as assumed, and we might want to put it down in law before there's a fight over it, before somebody thinks to be like, I should lobby against this happening, because all this stuff is at the end of the day is a bunch of servers somewhere, and at a certain point. We're going to be saying like, well, X amount of servers cost this amount of heat, yada yada yada. It's going to get more expensive.
Is it a warehouse of servers? Because I have been seeing what I believe to be Amazon distribution centers. So I just drove
Amazon Web Service. Yeah.
I just drove north up the East Coast, and there are fucking massive, just 4 walls and a ceiling, but like 3 city blocks.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, those are
huge.
Those
and
are
just
mega
trucks
inside
are all
servers,
yeah, and I'm like, you know what, man? Zombie apocalypse. I'm going there.
I think
just give me a little piece of that building, I'll be fine.
I think these are the decisions that it should be. It is on our generation to make. People who are alive now on Earth to make.
Our generation. What does that mean? I feel like this is a multi-generational show.
Presently on
definitely a multi-generational show, and I am the elder. You hear me?
Jake is speaking for him and I think. What's going on?
No, I'm speaking for just when I say generation, I mean people who are currently alive on
digital.
Earth in this time.
There's 4 decades,
this
I think.
Digital wave.
Here. Yeah, there is. But that's generation by like these, in my opinion, rather arbitrary terms. I just mean literally for the people who are alive in the early 21st century, which is all of us. I think it's on us to set down essentially the founding theories of how the internet's going to work, and we've been distracted by it because we have all this 20th century nonsense rearing its ugly head again. And I just more and more it dawns on me that like, oh, the bastards haven't quite carved up the internet yet, and we have an opportunity to jump in before it happens.
I think it's already over, but yes, I agree that we should create more safe spaces. But
we're trying to go to
mass adoption is going to be the hard part.
A lot of people are trying to go to blue sky, right? And
I prefer green sky.
Yeah, I like green too. I like pink. I'd like a pink sky. Some nights it's pink, some nights it's blue, you know.
Yeah.
Tonight it's pink.
They found
my call
evidence of a buried Ancient Ocean
Who's
on
they?
Mars. The rover that's just been up there driving around scanning. Now here's what, and they're like, oh boy, we got to put some resources into looking into that. And the first thing I thought of was they think there's some kind of all new type of fossil fuel up there, and they're gonna tap into that. That's
right.
all they fucking
You
want. They're like, ooh,
right.
a new kind of oil, dibs, and then it's gonna be great, and it's gonna fucking revolutionize the way we do things here, and no one will be able to fucking afford it. Right? Like all this went through my mind in like an instant, and I was like,
if we let Elon,
but I was like, if there was ever a doubt,
No.
if there was ever a doubt that I'm a leftist, that's gone, because all that shit just went through my brain right away. I was like, this is what they're looking for. This is what
You
they're gonna
literally
do.
can't even
Here's how we get
enjoy new
screwed.
scientific discoveries. You've been fully brain rotted. Your brain is like Swiss cheese. You will never recover. I
So
would
we
honestly consider, drastic
Yeah,
measures.
but that's how I would think too. It's always the ulterior motive, and there's nothing pure, and it's always dirty, and it's always the oil companies.
Oh, but NASA is pure.
Well,
NASA
NASA
is genuinely.
They better look out for the eco-terrorism.
They've got Peter Kalmus, the big. He's a NASA activist, actually, but he's a scientist with NASA. Peter Kalmus. Haven't you ever heard of Peter Kalmus? I've interviewed him. He got arrested for protesting, and he hasn't gotten canned from NASA yet. He is
because they're the real deal.
Yeah, I would say that NASA has some cred, and so does the NOAA, and they cannot take away the NOAA. They cannot take away the Weather Service. Can you imagine if privatizing, like the right wants to do?
I know Donald Trump said something about wanting to do that.
They do. They want to take away everything from the government and privatize every fucking thing there is.
They wanted it. I wanted to nuke the storms, and they wouldn't let me nuke the storms, and so kill him.
That fucker tried to edit
a
map with a Sharpie.
Yes.
And got
I remember that very. I was living in the hurricane path at that time with like fucked up stupid people.
The real one or the Sharpie one?
I want
the
to hear
stupid people I lived with thought that the Sharpie map was real.
Andrea.
And so we were in North Carolina, and they thought that it was going to hit Alabama. So everyone I was living with at the time refused to do anything about the hurricane incoming until like 12 hours beforehand, because they believed Donald Trump.
It's bizarro world.
Dumbass motherfuckers.
There are, and they're getting dumber and dumber. Magnified.
Can I claim, by the way, my victory for Tim Waltz, because I wasn't here last week?
Yeah, that's right. Good call. That was yours. That was yours.
Okay. Thought I would claim my victory. Just get that out of the way.
And you know what's funny? I can't even remember the name of the other guy that I picked. What the fuck?
Bashir?
Yeah, Bashir.
You were Bashir pilled
from Kentucky. Andy Bashir. From Kentucky.
And I thought they were going to do it like, did I get the day right? No.
I don't remember. That's too
well. Everybody.
The only thing I remember is I was right.
It was in Pennsylvania, and you were right, Andrea, and it was the best. And we all talked about the pressure that was all over social media to not pick Josh Shapiro. It was, I don't know if they listen. Yeah, they've got young people that are.
They were watching our show. They listened to me specifically.
Yeah. Mehdi Hasan has been making the case that the internet heavily the online voices heavily influenced that. And look, they've been announcing Biden, and didn't Biden announce dropping out on Twitter? Like they're using social media to do this stuff. And so that's just the best indication we have that that's so, like it or not. I mean, I fucking hate Twitter.
I know, but we're on it.
But I have even more reason to dislike it, that these important announcements are happening there. But as long as these dickheads are going to do that, then we have to be there firing off and popping off and doing all that stuff and letting them know what we do and don't.
I did it.
True.
I was. And I was all over.
That's where the fight
I was all over fighting about Jamal Bowman. I'm still pissed.
I mean, we should be so lucky to pick where the battlefield is. You know what I mean? It's not something that happens. So you just sort of show up.
A public battlefield that's not corrupted. But is that even possible? Because everything's corrupt. I mean, and I hate to sound like that, but I mean, a public Battlefield, not Twitter.
They've gone against Obama's wishes.
I think
Nancy Pelosi again is like saying no more arms to Israel. Like that
where
lady's
did
done
Sister Nancy come from?
Yeah,
Nancy Pelosi like got diagnosed with cancer, and now she's trying to like undo all the damage she's done with her reputation. That's my theory. That's my speculation.
Definitely near-death
She's
experience.
going back to her.
Explain her behavior over the last 6 months.
Seconds she was in hell.
Explain.
She has done so much to hurt so many people in this country over the course of her career, and now at the last second,
she's trying to leave on a high note.
But I keep thinking this is self-serving in some way. It's got to be.
She's trying to leave on a high note. She wants to secure her legacy.
Years and years ago. Oh, because I was just going to say,
she
wasn't progressive. She was progressively thinking in the beginning of her career.
When was that?
In San Francisco.
Back in 1853.
When she was
seriously though, what year was that?
1869.
80. So when would that be? 1960s?
1793.
I mean, look what was going on in the 60s in San Francisco.
I'm imagining her with a
87
ponytail, a poodle skirt.
She got into Congress in 87.
I started to say Pootie Tang. Okay. That movie from like the early 2000s. But anyway.
What's your theory, Jake?
My theory is that exactly as Sandy says, she started off as what would be considered a progressive. And I think she went and she slit the throats necessary to live her life as a rich and powerful kingmaker, essentially. And then she obviously she had that attack. She had January 6th. I think she sees that people who basically had careers like her are not going to be viewed kindly in history. And I think she wants to, as you say, end on a high note and be remembered just for that last portion. And we're going to, I think as the left, we're going to have the sense of justice enough not to do that and to remind everybody like, hey, Pelosi was not some fucking hero. But doesn't mean I'm not going to let her try to redeem herself. Oh, go for it, sister.
When did they make all their money? After Citizens United? Because as I remember,
she's been allowing insider trading.
Yeah,
that's the one. Whenever that decision.
As I remember, years and years ago, it wasn't. You never heard that congressmen were making millions and millions of dollars.
It's the insider trading.
Insider trading.
Oh, she made so much money on
donors.
Bank. Dianne Feinstein sold like a $9 million winter vacation home in Aspen like a few weeks before she died.
Unreal.
And I was like, so you definitely aren't planning on using that? Oh, no, wait, you already fucking have. Like, you've been using your $9 million vacation homes all around the country
and they're
for all this
servants.
time.
They work for us.
She's older than chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah.
Think about.
I'll never let it go.
Damn, now I want some sugar. All right.
$500,000, you would change their life. The average American, if you gave them $500,000, you change their life. That vacation home that she used, let's say 10 times. If she would have sold that and just given 18 people $500K, could have changed 18 lives forever.
And their kids and
the course of the way their whole family was headed, their whole trajectory. But this is a person who wanted to ski in Aspen. It tells you who they are. If you gave people $40,000, that would change their lives. She could.
And look, I tell you, skiing in Aspen isn't any better than skiing anywhere else. It's status.
I like good
it's just status.
Mount Brighton.
The Mary Jane's, the backside of Winter Park, that's actually pretty fucking great. But the Aspen experience is just check me out.
Check me out. I'm in
we're going to be in Aspen for Christmas. So
I want to admit I don't know what Aspen is.
It's a kind of a tree.
Very expensive ski town in Colorado.
For very
LA in the mountains.
Wealthy people.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there for work, and I was like,
Oh, you've been there for work.
They
right?
know
I see.
They know I don't belong.
Right. So you were there for work purposes
I don't know.
only.
I think you could blend in. I think you could
Nope,
blend in anywhere. You couldn't?
Cannot. No, because I
What?
hate them and they know I hate them.
Yeah, that's true. They could smell it on you.
Yeah.
Smell it.
Hard to keep the hate out of
It's
your
as
eyes.
simple. It's as simple as they don't already know you. You know what I mean? They're like, new guy.
Well, I've never been there. However, I have been to Martha's Vineyard a lot. So I have my little
sounds,
lovely,
though.
As I just want to say, I read in the chat, Donald James X is talking about ski deaths. And as a Polish American, I don't appreciate that kind of language in the chat.
I don't know
As
about.
a fellow Polak, I don't understand the slur. Is ski a Polish slur?
Yeah,
I refer to the last 3 letters of my name. I'm referring to it.
Okay, all right.
It's Polish and Russian too. I think ski, right?
That's extremely offensive.
She's offended.
Yes.
I'm sorry. We're just so offensive on this channel.
Yeah.
We've been scrapping. The Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth has been scrapping with the Ruskies and the Swedes pretty much nonstop since like 580.
Yes. Yes, Matt.
Speaking of deaths,
I love talking about death. Can we talk more about death?
Well,
Possibly even destruction. You want to talk about destruction?
Have you ever noticed that like graveyards are always the dead center of every town?
Not good.
I'm telling you,
Not good.
I am sending you the ba-doom boom sound effect. You need it. You can do them. You know you could do them. You've done them. Everybody loves you tonight, Andrea.
What?
Everybody loves you tonight.
Why?
True.
What did I do?
On my chat, they do.
Well, why aren't they in my chat? Subscribe to me and unsubscribe from Sandy. Sandy's making you feel bad. I'm not making you feel anything.
No, they bounce between the chats, right?
I don't think
everybody.
Do.
Some people do.
I do. At a minimum, you got me and Tyler Hackner and Sandy.
Tyler Hackner. Yeah, I come to all your shows. Well, Andrea, sometimes I miss you on Friday mornings when you.
I haven't done a show in like 2 weeks.
Okay, well then that's why I haven't missed you.
I'm in a spiral down the drain.
You know what? Honey. That's the show I want to do. You guys want to? I have an open invite to all of you. I'm going to do a series of low effort shows that I invite you all to.
Okay, Jake, I have this idea for you.
No time.
I pitched it in the Discord, but I don't know if you saw it. So 10-minute show in the morning, right? Wake and Jake.
Yeah, I saw that.
Bong rips.
I thought it was great.
In headlines. It's like AM Quickie, but just with hot boxing everyone. Have use your green screen to add like extra parallax scrolling of fog in the background and foreground.
Yeah,
it's all kinds of material there.
Good. Yeah. That's good.
Hits with Jake. Okay.
Oh, I like that. Oh, she has the name. It's got to be Wake and Jake. That's just
Wake and Jake. Of course, Wake and Jake. Brought to you by Bong Hits. Wake and
Everyone's just moving through the chats.
They are. They do.
I'm using. With your blessing, I'm using that exact line. Brought to you by Bong Rips. just
bong. I gave my bong away.
Brought to you by drugs. Let's just start that's so good.
I gave my bong away to the kid that helps me every now and then. He was so excited. Oh, I thought it was like I gave him diamond ring for his woman, and I gave him a bong. Well, he's older. He has a kid in the house now, but I gave him the bong.
It was like a minor. You're like, hey kid, thanks for the help around the house. Here's here's your first bong.
No, I gave Here's
some hardware.
Like, wow, cool. How do I use it?
Fucking hardware.
Oh,
he's like,
don't worry.
No,
don't worry. I'll show you. Older. Hell, I'll give you some.
Like, no, you put weed.
How old are you? 16? That's probably good.
No. Around here, they'd have the sheriffs on my.
Hey, how old was everyone when they did it their first time? I was 13 when I
smoked weed.
First smoked, yeah.
Yeah, 13.
I was 21 years old.
Nah, I don't believe that.
Very responsible of you.
Why don't you believe that? Yeah, 21 years old.
I could believe it.
Yeah, no, that's
I didn't drink until I was 21, and back
I
then
didn't drink until I was 21 either.
Jake, what about you? 33?
This is what happens when you have no friends, by the way.
How old was I at the start of this evening?
So young.
You're young. Aren't you like 32?
Well, I've got the liver of a much older man.
Oh, Jesus.
I do. No, I was a teen, and this wasn't the first time. And I have multiple brothers, so I won't specify which one it was. But I was my brother and I would get high as a Georgia pine together, and he would get paranoid, and I didn't. And so I had a lovely bong. And I lost it because he got paranoid that we were going to get caught. We were in a car together, and he threw it into a field. And he said, "You just have to trust me." And I was like, "Okay, I trust you." And he threw it. I'm like, "I'm never going to trust you ever again." But I didn't have anything other than like soda cans and just, like a roller until a dear friend of the show by the name of Foxy sent me a steamroller. And it's
really.
It's just fine. Do your brothers?
I held off on using it until Trump got convicted.
Do your brothers all dress like dirtbag hippies, or are they?
Yeah.
Is that why you wear the suit to overcompensate?
Dirtbag hippie.
No, I wear the suit because I'm fantastic.
Okay.
Dirtbag is a yes. Actually, hold on. Dirtbag is an endearing term.
Yeah. Isn't it a character?
I'm calling you a dirtbag with love and kindness.
No, dirtbag snowboarder, dirtbag climber, dirtbag hippie. Those are all
okay.
Those are good
because I've
things.
known many dirtbags.
All right, I see.
In my life.
If I said
I've dated them,
that'd be rude. But
I married.
I can't say this show has been gold for my career because I gotta tell you, like this episode has been
okay.
Dirtbag hippie is exactly the vibe that I feel I give. I hope I give off. I'm glad to hear I successfully do because it's accurate.
You're like the lawyer that the hippies corrupted along the way, and you're like, I still got to dress like a lawyer, but I'm with you hippies.
I have a law degree on the wall. It's not my law degree, but I do have a law degree.
You're Jack Nicholson of Easy Rider.
Yeah.
There was actually a famous lawyer. Oh, I forget his name. There's a comic about him. They made a graphic novel about his life. But he was a famous lawyer that hung out.
Thompson's lawyer.
Oh, well, that guy, yeah. Maybe. But then he was more of a spoof of this guy, I think. No, I can't remember his name, but he was the one with the
Donald Trump's lawyer.
Was it the Chicago 7 or whatever? All those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like a real life lawyer.
You're talking about. Come on, chat.
And he's got to wear the suit and tie, but like he's not that guy anymore.
William Kunstler.
Is that him? Yeah, but he still shows up at court, like, and they're like, "Here's the lawyer," but really he's like one of them.
I don't know if it
was I have multiple reasons for wearing a suit and tie. The main one being I look so good.
Yes.
But in addition,
and dancing in your dancing thing. Oh my God, Jake!
Knock it out of the park.
Yeah.
But and for the record, you don't have to be able to dance to do that. I am actually ice and cold in real life, but that's irrelevant to the video. No, the other reason, and I will die on this hill, is that we discovered a practical getup that we agree is acceptable everywhere. Like, several hundred years ago.
It's a costume that everyone is totally. It's like the most normal costume.
Pockets.
If you dress like Superman, we'd all recognize it, but it would be very out of place.
Exactly. You are allowed to go. It's the acceptable thing to wear to court, to a funeral, to a wedding, to a fancy restaurant, to an unfancy restaurant.
Everyone knows what a clown looks like, but if you showed up at any of those events dressed like one, people would be like, "What the fuck?" But if you wear a suit and tie, they're like, "It's working."
And now people are like, "Oh, why don't you wear a tee? You can wear a t-shirt because, motherfucker, we got a good thing going."
It better be a good one.
I'm just holding up the earth for the rest of us here.
It's a good suit shtick. I like.
Yeah, it's a good, very convincing argument. I will tell you that.
I wore a suit the other day.
Well, you had to.
Oh, it's the only time I ever wear suits anymore. It sucks. So what I do is, afterward, I just keep it on. and just play it like it's totally normal.
Yeah.
I had to wear suits at my job, but lady suits. I wore Kamala suits.
With shoulder pads like Trump uses.
I had.
Oh my God.
I kind of hope we bring those back a little bit.
Somebody tried to explain that. They're like, I'm going to sartorially explain why Trump wears pads. And I was like, dude, shut the fuck up. We all get it. He's trying to, it's his posture, I guess. I mean, but don't sit here and explain to us why suits are made the way they're made to excuse Trump being vain.
Trump, his suits are, you see him walk, they always look baggy. He looks to me like
he's a piece of shit.
I could say the New York word for what he is.
Oh, please do.
Schleppy. I'm from New York.
That's such a good word. That's such a good word.
He's completely one. William Kunstler. It was William Kunstler. You were right. That's who it was.
Teddy Cool was completely correct, by the way. Y'all, go put on your church clothes and just walk around town one day and tell me you don't have a much better day. Tell me everybody doesn't
nobody's
react to you
gonna
totally differently.
Nobody's gonna think it's weird.
Well, in my
I think it's fucking weird. What are you talking about?
You could wear a fucking trench coat with it, and people would be like, maybe it's supposed to rain. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or
They'll
he's
be like,
a detective.
hello, counselor.
Okay,
Yeah, exactly.
I have an idea. Next week, let's all wear suits.
Okay.
I'm not buying a suit. I will never wear a suit.
Can I ship you a jacket?
Yes.
I have
Nope.
tons of extra.
Can't do it. I refuse on principle.
God, I
I've
just
never worn one.
imagined Andrea in a thrift store going, I need a suit. I don't know what that means. Somebody help. And everyone's like,
get the bodysuit from Die
All you
Hard.
need is-
Get the
all you need
giant
is a
pads and the
jacket.
full.
Just the oh God.
I'll get
I
the
have
Saiyan
blocked-
battle armor. That's what I'll get.
Yes.
That's my
I do, by the way, love Saiyan battle armor specifically.
that's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yo.
Nothing
that will
suits
delight
me
me.
like a
If we
suit.
do,
Sticks
if we
and
ever
BS.
do a show on my birthday wish is going to be a church clothes stream.
What month?
Sure.
I'm looking at
December.
My birthday.
So Andrea might be able to cancel me out on this.
Wait, what day in December?
My birthday is not on a Wednesday.
December 16th. It took me too long to remember my own birthday.
I'm December 10th.
So we're gonna have a birthday party for Christmas, and
I was at
Christmas
well,
birthday
Sandy.
party.
When's yours? Wait, Andrea,
Not
yours
till
is in December,
April.
isn't it?
Hell
Not till
no.
April.
I'm April.
Fuck no. My
You know.
shit's in May.
So I was just wild. I was thinking of Matt then. My bad. Okay.
I was just in a room with. Okay, check this out.
I refuse.
This is how
I'm not checking it out.
important it was for me to be at this event. I'm standing at this funeral service, and I start to identify all these people in the crowd, and it was one of those things where you couldn't go 2 feet without running into somebody you haven't seen since the 90s. It was fucking amazing. But I see this guy, and I go,
This
"Oh
guy
yeah,
named Carrot Top?
I said, okay, I know that guy. He and I have the exact same birthday. And remember the story I told about I'm at the bar with my estranged cousin. He was a black sheep of my family. I wasn't allowed to know him. So I met him later in life. And we're sitting at the bar. And my friend Donna comes over and he goes, you know Donna, right? And I was like, yeah, I know Donna. I've known her for years. He goes, no. That's your adopted Uncle Richard's biological sister. And I was like, holy shit, I've been friends with essentially my aunt all this time. And I didn't know it. She was there. She was one of 3 Donnas in the room, by the way.
Oh.
And then I'm just looking around the room and I'm like, 50% of the people in this room have had a significant impact on my life. Were a very important component to my life. And there were 2 full rooms. There's one of those things where you could be in a room looking at a video of whoever was speaking because you couldn't be in that room to see them speaking live. And you know, it's just one of those deals where I was like, this is the universe bringing it back.
Together.
It's not that somebody left or was taken or
Right.
departed. It's that the universe needed all these people to get back together again. And I don't really even subscribe to that sort of thing.
Yeah, but it felt like that.
Why does that happen? And like, look at it this way. The 4 of us, completely different areas, completely different places, timelines. Here we are once a week, right? Why is the universe doing this? And so I love the idea of soul transmigration. Although, again, I don't really believe in it, but I love the idea. And this is that there's not really reincarnation, but like your soul is the exact same in different being. See what I mean? I haven't read into it enough to know, but it's essentially your soul is what's reincarnated. And so your soul is the exact same in a new person. And so it's not yours, it's a soul. Do you know what I mean? Like your soul is this one soul that has, do you know? So look at it this way.
Is it a rubber soul?
There was a certain specific number of people in existence. And as we die and new people are born, those same people's souls are still out there.
Isn't that?
And they're trying to reconnect.
I've always felt like I have the soul of Genghis Khan's horse.
Well, but whose was that originally? Do you know what I mean?
Okay, so like souls are things that really do hang around in one of our spheres in.
Yeah, and the universe is trying to reconnect them, or those souls are trying to reconnect. So like your mom might have been your dog in a previous life, or your current dog might have been like a brother in a previous life. For the reason 4 people would be on screen right here every week is because our souls were an original family or something, or a unit way back at the beginning of the thread. Do you know what I mean? That would explain why when I first read about this, I thought to myself, what examples do I have? And I looked around the room I was in, my office, and I was like, there's 4 people in here. We're all in Colorado. None of us are from Colorado. And we all ended up in this room together here. This could be our souls trying to reconnect. Now, it's very loose, and I'm talking about it in a very scattered way, but I love the idea that we're with each other for a reason. It would explain traffic jams. If there's a traffic jam down the road, then you're like, no, there's just some souls reconnecting. They just did it in by way of fender bender or whatever.
That is sweet.
Souls reconnecting.
I do want to say I had an image in my head. There has to
be a theory out there somewhere. Somebody has had to written.
It's called souls transmigration.
Souls transmigration, really?
I was imagining Sandy, Matt, and I all as little dinosaurs chewing on leaves, and then Andrea comes T-Rex bursting out of the bushes.
I would like to be a T-Rex. I wouldn't mind.
Wouldn't be the first time saying Andrea bit my head off, but yeah.
Is that true? What would be the first time? It would be before the dinosaurs?
No, that would be the first time.
That would be,
I guess
okay.
Wouldn't be the last time Andrea would bite my head off. There, I got it right. Should I play the intro again?
Yeah, let's do it.
No, but I want to look up soul. What is it? Soul
transmigration.
I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Real loud. And I mean, it's appropriate because I'll be on the Leftist Mafia tomorrow. Do you guys mind if I plug some stuff real quick just to get it out of the way?
Plug.
So I'm going on the Leftist Mafia.
I think that's exciting. Do you want to talk a little bit about, your project just a little bit? I mean, we did talk about
it. I mean,
just for 2 seconds and let anybody that doesn't know, why you're going on and just.
So Professor Harvey K and I have some interview appearances coming up. This is just 3 of them. We're working on some other ones, scheduling. They're going to happen.
That's great.
Harvey and I made a comic together about a new economic bill of rights for the 21st century. You can check it out now at commondreams.org under the opinion section. I have been linking up to it.
My mother loved it
everywhere.
By the way.
That's cool.
My 90-year-old mother loved it.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Oh my gosh, I know these things.
Your 90-year-old mother, what happened?
She liked it a lot.
But then I'll be on Majority Report.
The comic.
1 p.m. and Friday, and then This Is Revolution next week. So anyway, check those out.
I think it's
Wait. So what is that? I missed that whole announcement. I'm sorry.
Harvey K and I have a new comic out called A New Economic Bill of Rights for the 21st
Right.
Century
Okay.
at commondreams.org, and we're going to be doing some press for it. We're going to be doing interviews. Tomorrow we'll be on with our competitors. I hate to say it, but we will be. Leftist Mafia.
Are you guys going to come on Left Past 10?
Yeah, we're spreading it out. We're not trying to spam.
We beat him.
So you want to
we
come
will.
on Left Past 10 at some point?
Yeah, we
I'll
will.
have to ask. Let her have
Harvey
at some
wanted to
point
come
if
on
that's okay.
tonight, but I was like, nah, we'll spread it out. I don't want to spam people.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's already been on Left Past 10. I mean, we should do it again for sure, but just for the record,
Right.
we did beat him to that.
Get yourself really on the bigger venue so you can really make an impact with this information.
And
it's
he and
I
I
think it's important. And if my mother loved it, then we can get through to a lot of other people.
There you go. And what I would like to do is circle back to Left Past 10 with announcements for whatever we have going on next. So it'll be more of an exclusive that way. Right. Here.
You know, once all the important interviews are done, then you go to the dregs.
And talk about our next venture, what we've got coming up next.
What do we have coming up next?
Right, which is
what Harvey and I have. We'll talk about. So by the time we get back here, there'll be an exclusive announcement attached to it.
An exclusive announcement on the show.
Yeah.
All right. I'll take an exclusive announcement.
And so then, next week's going to be a little wacky because we're going on. This is Revolution at 9 o'clock, and I don't know for how long. So
who's we?
Harvey and I. On Wednesday.
Oh,
Mr. Harvey.
Left Past
next week at 9 p.m.
Dr. Harvey.
So you guys might have to make do without me for a little bit.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I mean,
and again, it might be a 15-minute segment.
You know, I'll do it.
I have no claim to fame right now at all.
What are you talking about? You're on a show with Andrea Ravinsky. Hello.
We're on a show right now.
Yes, but my life is revolving around vegetables.
Come on.
A lot of vegetation.
Shout out to vegetation.
Yes. Andrea would probably enjoy it though. Because
I've been getting into gardening a little bit.
Yeah.
Andrea,
you about that.
Commune, right?
What?
You would commune, right?
Would I commune?
Yeah, you'd live in a commune, right?
As long as I don't have to be around others, I would consider it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go.
That's okay. So
she's got it.
All the people in the commune are like, "What's going on in the basement?" And you're like,
"Don't worry about it. Yeah, that's my zone." Just
what are you growing?
Tomatoes, cucumbers.
So we will have a cooking with the bitch fresh food
at some point.
I would love it.
I want to go on that show. I'm coming over.
Her recipes were good.
Oh no! Oh God, it's happening.
She won't let me ship her shit. I could ship her vegetables.
I'm gonna be in. I want it
dried stuff. You know that
I want to be
dehydrate for you.
Okay.
Like seasonings. You know.
I want to be in that kitchen, setting shit on fire, cutting myself, total mayhem, and you're like losing it. It'll be I'll flip the tables.
Would you?
No, I'm actually a good
cook. Finger off for me to cook
sure.
On camera, live on camera.
Yeah.
Reattach it. You know, don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, we'll put it on nice.
Just have the surgeon on the side, the surgeon from The Walking Dead.
Oh God, I'm actually really good
as
a line cook for a long time. So
closest,
I'm a Vertex.
Wasn't that story in Lie Detector? Didn't you tell a cooking? Or I forget because there's so much history now. We've had how many shows? 43?
4.
44.
If you count this one.
So yeah, what are we going to do for our anniversary show?
We're going to do nothing. We're going to take it off. Take a week off. That's what we're doing.
As long as the 82nd show, I beg you to call it episode number Gorman. Because Gorman was the 82nd WYCD subscriber. Sorry, when I yawn, my eyes get watery.
Gorman.
Hey,
I told him, he said, always remember. He said, I'm subscriber number 82, always remember. And I said, okay. So I would love for
you
2 years
tattooed
later,
82 on your
off.
wrists like the guy in Memento, you know.
No. On the underside.
Always remember Sammy Jenkins.
Hey,
I love that you like that Memento enough to remember that.
What would our
a lot of crap.
would it be 52? Would that be the anniversary?
Did we skip a week? I thought we skipped 52. A week at one point.
And I know I didn't make every single show, but almost.
We have not skipped a week.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I skipped a week last week.
Yeah, right. But I mean, I
heard you guys replaced me last week. Is that true?
Yeah.
I got a rumor.
I heard a rumor politics. I actually
what was that about?
I watched her Twitch show the other day.
It's interesting.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, we could have had her on with you, but
well, we were trying to replace you. It didn't work out. She wanted.
Yeah, well, that's a shame.
Good question.
We are not scripted.
We are not scripted. No, we're not.
True.
Scripted.
Yeah.
So
it's free form as it gets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about something. Can I talk about something?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I've been having a little fun with cartoons. I don't know if anyone, maybe Jake, has noticed. I got a couple cartoon animation cells behind me. I've been expanding my collection.
Oh.
Ooh.
So my favorite.
Yes.
I got Gohan here.
Yeah.
That's the Gohan.
On Namek.
Oh yeah, he's on Namek. The bowl cut. I love it.
Wow.
I got Dende. I don't know if it's got some glare, but I got Dende. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Where are you is there one site where you get these from?
It's called ebay.com.
Oh
yeah,
no, I know that site.
I've heard of it.
You know,
it's a little underground.
The guy here in the store that I have junk that I sell, he's got a lot of comics that are probably something.
Just buy them all up.
I got to see what he's got.
Hold on. Whoa.
Yep. Just buy them.
Are they up for grabs?
Mm-hmm.
Don't say anything else.
Take pictures.
DM me on
all right
Discord, please. Don't say anything else.
Okay.
Say a little else. What?
I want dibs on those fucking comics.
I think they're old. And
what kind of store is this?
I sell. It's like antiques and stuff, junk. I have a glass case where I keep jewelry and all this crap. I've been doing this for years, but I don't sell that much. I make it, my rent. I sell jewelry and whatever shit I have to get rid of around here. I have so much stuff from so many years that I've been selling it over the years, and that gives me, sometimes I have a little extra money, and that's good. Maybe a tank of gas when I go out. So I sell a ring that I'm never going to wear again.
Just sell a ring for some gas. That's a good trade.
Yeah, and the rent there.
Yeah, I mean,
it's $40 a month at that place. There's so many times I want to get out of it because I don't clean up I don't put enough stuff in there. Like some stuff sold, and I need to replenish, and I need to go in there once in a while. I just it's like a rental space, but I've got antiques in there and all kinds of cute things. I'll have to send you guys a picture.
French aristocracy in the 1700s. Cool, I need to go on a vacation. Here, sell this ring.
Well,
Jake and
let me tell you, if $30 is going to get me not that far.
Well, I have a question for Jake.
For whatever ring I might sell.
Before we get too off of what I was saying earlier. So Jake, you like Dragon Ball, is that correct?
Love it. Yes.
Okay. So can you tell me whose foot this is? Kicking Recoome.
Kicking Recoome. I thought you said that was Dende.
Well, Dende. No,
Dende's the one with the glare.
Yeah.
So this is Recoome. Whose foot is that?
Oh, yeah, Vegeta.
Oh,
wait
Vegeta.
a minute.
Interesting.
No. Wait. This is as Vegeta's getting his ass beaten.
In the QRTs?
Yeah. And there's a surprise. That's either Krillin or Gohan. And because it was competently done, I'm going to say Gohan.
As Yamcha in the filler when the Ginyu Force is on King Kai's planet. It's Yamcha's
Fair enough.
Yep.
Fair enough.
And well I don't know any of it.
Good quiz.
Yeah. It's the deep cuts. All right. Move on.
The deep cuts.
I was going to say, when you were talking about what century did you refer to Sandy is being
1700s, I think.
Jake and I always theorized that Sandy is or was royalty in a previous life because she has this like very sophisticated air about her. Like,
no, I'm an elder now.
No, but like
if
seriously,
there was a queen that pardoned somebody, like she seems like she'd be cool royalty for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are pardoned.
Like,
you may go about your day.
Like a brand new towel every time you get out of the bath.
Yeah. Wait.
Oh God.
Yeah, wait.
Never before used brand new towel every time you get out of the bath.
No, I am the polar
Use a towel,
opposite.
Throw it away. New towel.
I'm the polar
you'd give it to the poors. You'd be like, oh, whoa.
Oh yeah, they
You're terrible.
fight over it and tear it up, and yeah.
I love towels though.
I do. A nice towel is amazing.
I used to do a lot of business trips, and I have I still have crisp white towels stuck in a drawer from those business trips. I was a white towel pilferer.
Dude,
I know.
Like, where did you get them from? Hotels?
If it's a business trip, yes.
I did.
Did you ever get caught? Did you ever get fined?
No, they don't give a shit. I mean,
they don't give a shit, really?
Well, if you go to the pool and you bring the towel from the room, how are they going to know? It was a horrible thing, but I love those.
No, that's great.
Listen, I can't get in trouble now because the statute of limitations is over.
The statute of limitations actually was recently expanded to 60 years for hotel theft. And
for white towel.
Yep. Kathy Hochul actually released a statement about this a couple weeks ago when it was passed through the assembly. Yeah, you're fucked. It's over for you.
They were never in New York. No, there were. I had to go to Manhattan.
Fuck.
Sandy, I'm with you. There's nothing comfier than a pilfered towel. A hotel towel is just.
It was like a secret. Here I am.
Yeah, you feel a little naughty every time you use it.
It was terrible. Yeah. God. I've never told anybody that.
And now you've told the entire world, and it's documented online forever.
About my towel fetish. White, clean, crisp towels. Actually, here at my house, I live completely opposite of any of that.
You actually give people towels at your house?
No, I actually use them on the floor, and I put them on the bed so the cats can lay on pillows and have white towels to lay on.
I had a great lie on my detector. I put up some fake Airbnb instructions.
Yes, that was good.
Provided towels are for hands or faces and hands only.
Yeah, the chat was laughing like, "Oh, there's people they're sneaking." Nobody said it, but wipe their ass.
Perfect way to get somebody to use a towel anywhere else.
Yeah, the worst, the naughty bits.
I went to the trouble of typing that up, making the graphic, and then printing it out, putting it behind a glass frame, and photographing it as if I photographed it behind a glass frame in the Airbnb. I think that's what sold it.
You're very creative.
That's pretty good.
That's how they should have known it was a lie.
Well,
there were graphics involved.
You got me on that one. I'm usually pretty good, but.
Next one's going to be
a crafty SOB.
Next one's going to be pick the true story. They're all going to be lies except for one.
So you still change it up and make us all crazy. That's a lot of work.
It would be great to do 2 truths and a lie with news. I don't have the wherewithal, but just like, and the lie is what it's a Republican saying something basically.
Well, I have to say, I think they're all equal opportunity liars at some point. I mean, we were just talking about Nancy Pelosi.
I think they're DEI liars is the correct term.
Yeah, they're equitably lying.
Just got to do the news from different parts of the world. That's how you sell it.
Oh, yeah.
I do that on Last Week in Collapse, my show. Everything's from all the world, and it's news.
Can we do a show that's called Olds? And it's just headlines from anything 10 plus years ago.
Wouldn't that be
That
cool?
would be fun.
I
That would
like
be
that
cool.
idea, actually.
Oh yeah. So
That's brilliant.
wait, pick a
Old, new.
year. Pick a
That's.
year.
I mean, there's an
Old
obvious
news.
name right there.
1894.
No, I'd say more.
What? You could do some.
I thought you were
you'd
gonna
have
say
some
like
wild ones.
2014 or something.
No.
Nope.
I would go
That'd be
down to
Anthrax, right?
1999 when Y2K was happening, or 19
Star Wars.
or when maybe when we got into Iraq and all of the lies and bullshit that the news was peddling about the weapons of mass
They lied about that?
destruction. Yes, I think they did.
Oh,
Yes.
Are you sure about that? Because I remember hearing that Saddam Hussein, like,
President George Bush.
going on a crazy spree. He was
We
gonna kill
have.
us all.
He's in my
Is that
chat.
wrong?
Or he was.
George Bush is in your chat.
No.
George Bush is in the chat. Which
Yeah.
one?
Saddam was in my chat, and
Saddam
Osama.
Saddam
Hussein was in
Hussein
the
is in your chat.
And no, Osama
Wait,
bin
Barack
Laden.
Hussein?
Osama bin
Okay.
Laden's in your chat. Wait, who's
Oh,
in
he's
your
always
chat?
in my
Who's in the
chat.
chat? What's happening?
Rein it in.
No,
This is
he's
crazy.
now Bella Lugrisi.
Interesting.
The names.
Because I thought a few of those guys were dead. But anyway,
Well, they
new
found
police clue.
environmental coffee house.
oh wow.
Cut his own
There
throat.
were 7
Ready for?
Saddams. Yeah,
Can't say
right.
that.
Oh shit, we got some news from 1894. Can we do this in the private
Yeah.
chat? Let's do it. All right. Hello, everybody. This is the first episode of Olds.
Okay, I see.
We're not calling it old news. That's the,
No, we're,
like,
we're
the
calling it
obvious-
Olds. New Olds.
Olds.
Oh my god! All right.
Ooh,
Oh
And
wait,
that.
ooh.
hold on. I can do better.
Can't
than
see
that.
it.
Hold on, we can do better.
1894. Hell of a year. 1894.
Fire
let me tell
caused
you.
by explosion. Albany Theater burned. Shocked
Oh, I
his
see
bride's
it.
aunt.
It's awesome.
Yeah, can you give us the
All of the
fucking
rights of
Legend of
coming-
Korra narrator voice here?
I don't remember the legend
Ready
of
for
Korra.
suicide.
narrator-
You're doing it right now, so great job.
Oh, this
Holy
is it.
shit.
Fantastic.
a
John
new
L.
police
Sullivan
clue?
writes of the coming fight. Tomorrow's Sunday world.
Look at the one you picked though. Cuts his own throat, ready for suicide.
Damn.
Holy shit, Daniel Sullivan.
Shot wife first.
He was out of work, and so this shit happened then too. See, we've
Fire
always
caused
been
by
fucked up.
explosion. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Albany Theater burned.
Wow.
This is some crazy shit. This all happened in one day. Holy-
Shocked his
Can you guys
bride's
see it?
aunt.
I don't
Hold
know
on.
if they can see it big enough.
Good
Yeah,
Lord.
there you go. Ooh, let's look at that.
Shocked his bride's aunt. She did not know Becker had married her niece. Oh, okay. Told him to go home, but he said he'd stay all night. Whoa.
What if Hawaii? Oh shit.
A sample of
advice is
American weather
confirmed
sent
news?
abroad.
What?
Jake,
the-
you do
jumped
that
from
good.
the roof.
Jumped from the roof. Holy fuck.
Cut his own throat. Daniel Sullivan, a young machinist, committed suicide in a flat. In his apartment. Excessive
guess.
cigarette smoking probably unbalanced his mind.
Interesting, interesting.
No shit.
Wow.
Wow.
Let's look at this
The
cartoon here
tar
on the
and
right.
nicotine. Yeah, look at that. Make it go.
So we got
up.
Europe. Something is happening
Uncle
with Europe
Sam's
here.
It's
compliments.
shaking there.
Uncle Sam. And it's but what was going on then in 1894?
Well, apparently we sent our
sample of
weather.
Flooding.
a sample of
abroad,
American weather
1890.
sent abroad.
It's 20
Yeah,
years
what the
before
fuck
World
does
War
that
One.
even mean?
Well, we have to see what was going on. Is
Can't
it
you just-
political or is it really?
Can't you
weather?
just see people looking at that going, now that is funny because they're having bad weather too. Oh,
Yeah.
and we hate
my
them
God.
politically.
Holy
That's
crap!
that is funny
Wow.
as shit. Okay, shot his wife first.
I see that.
Then Diamond sent bullets into his breast and temple. He died
Whoa.
instantly,
Oh my
but
God.
she will recover. Yes,
Oh, that's good news.
Hey,
He shot his wife, then himself, and she lived. That is some
we should
Romeo and
contact her, see
Juliet
if she
shit.
wants to be interviewed about this.
Can we like look up the wife's name and find out like what happened after the story?
And where's the
Yeah,
cemetery?
Apparently, she was saved by a diamond.
Ah,
Wow.
I wish they could see it bigger.
No, his
Andrea,
name
I
is
gotta
Diamond.
beg you to reconsider the title here.
Okay, I'm listening.
All right.
Old news is a good title.
I mean, old news is fine, but I think the term "olds" there's something to it.
OLD,
it's to say it is gross. You know what I mean?
Olds.
I mean,
what you used to call Oldsmobile in my day, or my parents.
Oh, there you go.
Day. Oldsmobile.
It could refer to the hosts. It could refer to the fans of the show. Hey, Olds.
Yeah. Oh, the San Domingo Revolt was over in 1894.
How funny is
and then another one says, "Is Hill insane?" This is really something. You're onto something, Andrea.
Last edition, caucus disobeyed. House again without a quorum of Democrats. This is like wow.
Hilarious. It's
genuinely fun to crack open the books and be like, let's look at how effed up we've always been.
See humanity. It's
new absentees enough to make up for fresh arrivals. This is great. Yeah, we got to do this again. We didn't even plan this, and it went really well.
How did you find this? And when did you find it, Andrea? Just during the show?
Oh, this is Jake. Jake searched it.
What?
Oh, Jake, you searched this one. Okay.
His horde I just said found at last.
And so look at the teamwork.
Maine farmer's money discovered 6 years after his death.
That's fascinating.
How much? His hoard found at last.
$7,800
in gold.
But in 18
in a wooden box under the attic floor.
The attic floor.
The plumber farm.
3 anarchists sentenced. Let's read this article about the anarchists.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's that?
3 anarchists sentenced.
A Times dispatch from Paris says that 3 anarchists have been sentenced at Perpignan to short terms of imprisonment for seditious language.
Oh, seditious language.
I hate
it doesn't go on here in the next column, does it? Does it? No. Huh. Goes on to the next page, I guess. Or maybe that's the article.
Yeah, it's not that important. It's just anarchists, who cares?
2 burned to death. Fatal fire in bakery at Peekskill this morning. Damn.
The weather forecast.
I lived there for a while in Peekskill. Sadie is not an angel. Jessica or Justice McMahon declines to release the chambermaid. Sadie Jordan, the colored chambermaid at the boarding house of Osbora W. Purdy, a West 35th Street, 6 West 35th Street, who was arrested yesterday for systematically robbing the residents, told Justice McMahon today that the proceeds of what she had taken went to keep up the appearance of her colored lover, a prize fighter named James, alias Chip Crawford. Holy shit.
Wow.
I noticed that they're spelling tomorrow with a hyphen. Has anyone noticed that tomorrow is spelled with a hyphen here?
Yeah, it's really annoying, isn't it?
Tomorrow.
Look at the bottom right weather forecast, and then also at the top of the paper.
Look at
this is when they would say like, "Oh, something's happening on the morrow," because we're
look
all
at this.
Yes.
Look at this tiny little ad at the bottom. Important. Salvation Oil, the greatest cure on earth for pain, is only 25 cents.
That is pretty important. Oil. That is pretty important.
Cut to Joe Rogan or Alex Jones being like, "Yeah, this powder gets rid of all your yada yada. Costs you only $20. I drink it every day."
Your time hasn't come yet, but it will when you least expect it. The time when you'll want a world almanac very, very much. Want it for something not to be found elsewhere. Want it in a hurry, but it won't be at hand. Then look out. Sold everywhere. 25 cents. That is damn.
The almanac literally lets you predict the future. If you want to know what's happening tomorrow, today, you buy the almanac.
Was it a whale?
Alex Jones.
1894.
Look, was it a whale? Police think it may be an upturned canal boat.
Oh, fish.
How a whale 60 feet long could get into the Harlem River and swim. Oh my God, they misspelled whale. And we're seeing it 100 years later.
Oh, look at this.
How a whale 60 feet long could get into the Harlem River and swim up 125th Street without several hundred people at least seeing it is a mystery to Harlemites. But if Griffin R.W. Willoughby of car number, of the 120, awesome. Blah, blah, blah. This is just wild.
This is hysterical. Here's another one.
Spreading
Oh,
measles spreading apace.
Terrific
3 times more
explosion in
cases
Power Mill.
reported than. Oh wait, where?
Check it
Oh
out.
yeah.
Dynamite in a cemetery. Ghouls blow open family vault to rob a corpse.
There was a lot of that back then.
Scranton, Pennsylvania. So Joe Biden was probably what, 10 years old at this point?
Yeah, he was like I think 15 or 16. He probably has his license.
First article, yeah.
He had a horse and buggy license. 4 men killed. Terrific explosion in a powerful mill at Riften. Terrific.
You have to understand, these men were not liked.
Right.
Yeah, the explosion was awesome.
Oh my God.
This is wild, man. What? This
died at 115 years in Vineland, New Jersey. Father Murray, an old colored preacher who is said to be 115 years old, died here yesterday. That's, well, if you were not pasty white, you had color.
Oh, yeah, I think it's hilarious that they need to mention it. Like, don't worry, we're not talking about humans here. This person wasn't white.
Yeah, exactly. And then look at the price of the mining stocks. The closing quotations of mining stocks at the Consolidated Exchange today, and they were like 0.10 cents or a share. Tiny little amounts.
They point out that John L. Sullivan is writing about the coming fight, like a boxing match. They mention it twice on the front page.
And then this guy kicked his wife senseless. Holy crap.
Jesus Christ.
He fled, but he was captured while sneaking back to that house. Thomas Arthur, a plasterer, 33 years old, of 318 East 44th Street, was remanded by Justice Voorhees at the Yorkville Police today on the charge of beating his wife. She was too ill to appear, but of course they didn't say he was white. He was intoxicated when, on reaching home Tuesday night, he, without any provocation, beat and kicked his wife. Okay, see, that shit's been going on forever. That's always.
Apparently,
women are always. Yeah, it all has. Humanity is
plasters hurt. No, they effed up, and wow, that sounds like a really genuinely savage, awful thing that this guy did. But they turn it around again with ghoul in cemetery heist.
But I think of ghouls now there as like everybody that I think of them everybody working with Donald Trump. Like I think Roger Stone is a ghoul. I mean, these people remind me of what that word.
I'm saying weekly segment, but
for sure.
It would be fun to go way back to then and then find like the equivalent for, I'm not kidding, like,
for now,
something way more modern.
Yeah, like, just turn on any true crime show.
Do something from the 80s too would be fun.
Yeah.
High hopes for Dukakis. Like that'd be fantastic.
Well, because then we'll really be like, oh, we're in the Matrix. Nothing changes. It's the same shit over and over and over and over and over. We're all sitting here going, this next election and we'll come out of it. No, you won't. We're not gaining ground. You'll watch like an old black and white movie and they'll be talking about politics and it's like, holy shit. Okay, so perfect example, Northern Exposure. I was watching Northern Exposure and it's like season 3 and they have their elections episode where you find out that the guy who runs the bar is actually the mayor and he doesn't do much, but he's being challenged. And so now it's all about elections, the whole thing, right? And everything they talk about is relevant to exactly right fucking now. Nothing.
Give us an example. We haven't learned anything.
We pick anything.
Same scams.
Like you're talking about souls looking for their place. Humanity just replicates behavior and situations just according to the different times. That's all.
How effing sad would that be if transmigration souls theory turns out to be correct and the people who are involved, like who have a passion, whose souls guide them towards politics, are all just really bad at it?
Yeah.
Those souls aren't meant for politics. Guide them towards
politics.
Have you guys watched Northern Exposure?
Yeah, but back when it first was on, and I don't remember it.
Andrea, you would love it.
It was from the 90s, right?
Yeah, it's so
perfectly 90s, I loved
but
the
it's
show, and I
show.
thought, what was that guy, the real Q one,
Chris in
Yes.
the DJ, Chris in the
Oh, I
morning.
thought he was so cute.
John Corbett.
Yeah.
So this is the thing.
Then
What I love about the show is that even though it's like a perfect snapshot of the period, it's its own little world because it takes place in this very remote Alaskan town, and the characters are so well written. It is amazingly well done, but
great story.
It has daydreams. And I love shows that do that. 30-something did that too. I don't know if you guys watched 30-something.
We talked about that on this show, 30-something.
So I love any show where it's like the next scene could be a daydream.
Yeah.
Where are you watching Northern Exposure?
Prime.
Where are you watching it? On Prime?
It's on Prime.
I have it.
No, I have it all on DVD.
Oh, okay.
I know that it is on Prime, but I have it on DVD twice.
See,
like,
I need to watch something.
The
that takes my
DVDs
mind
came
off.
in little faux down jackets that zip up. It has a moose for
That's
the zipper.
adorable.
Because the
That's
moose walks
crazy.
by in the opening credits.
Mm.
Yeah, pretty cool.
I'll keep this chain going. Do you guys remember Due South?
Oh yeah. Was that like
Nope.
one
About a
season
Mountie?
though?
Yeah, it was
South.
not long lived, but my whole family loved it. I will
I
still pull up
don't
episodes
remember it.
occasionally.
What about the Misfits of Science?
Ooh, no, but that sounds rad.
Courtney Cox, first show. Misfits of Science was, I think, one season, but it was about these high school nerds who are also like not obvious nerds.
What year?
It was, this was the 80s. It was kind of like Breakfast Club, the TV show.
I was
but
not watching
as
TV
cool as
for a long
Breakfast
time
Club.
in the 80s.
I saw something funny the other day. Check this out. This is I saw this and immediately was like, just made me think of somebody I know.
And take that ridiculous thing off.
What the
19, what was that? 79?
Made me think of Jake.
Oh my God. Take that thing off.
Because he's got a cowboy hat with a raccoon tail.
Yep. That's
Anyway.
cute. That's cute.
Delightful.
I think that
Wow.
there was another what was the Whiz Kids from the 80s? Do you ever see that?
Like I
It was
said,
like kids.
I
who-
don't remember the beginning of the 80s.
No, you could have seen it after the 80s, but
I probably did not.
it was one of those shows where
Oh.
the kids were doing like investigative stuff, detective stuff with computers, and you're like, you weren't doing that. Not with those computers. Not then.
Not then.
It was like silly. But anyway, what was the other? Hold on, I had another one.
I can tell
I
you what
can't
I'm
remember.
studying. You want to
Oh,
know what
go
I'm
ahead.
studying?
Yeah,
Oh,
please.
you'll love it. It's so exciting. I am studying carbon dioxide equivalent, CO2e, the metric measurement that compares the emissions of different greenhouse gases based on their global warming potential. Because Elliot Jacobson, professor, is coming on September 6th, and I need to study up on what he teaches. So that will be exciting because it's very scary shit. There you
That
go,
sounds
guys.
great.
Well, it's the metric tons of garbage, that of our emissions, and that has the same global warming potential as 1 metric ton of another gas. And we're going to talk about why it's important for people to know. So
That's very
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it is cool. I mean, all the science that I love, I like to study it really. I may be like this, but I really love science and studying these things. So,
Yeah.
and so does a lot of people that follow me. So, yes, they do.
Here we go.
Yeah.
I gotta
What
show
did
you
you
this.
find? What did you find?
Hold on. I'm trying to get. Damn it! I'm trying to get a good enough like image
Oh,
of
I
the
don't even think
Misfits
I
of
have any.
Science because you got to see. This is like the most
Okay.
80s shit.
The most 80s shit.
Look
All right.
how
Oh,
the
shit.
entire graphic is
all of
the
it.
design.
The hair, the clothes, and then the whole actual graphics. It's
Oh,
insane.
wow. Look at
But like
that.
that one
Pink
fella's
and
wearing
green.
like there's
Yeah.
like a red under jacket thing going on. What is that?
Yeah.
And he's got like his science coat, his lab coat.
Right.
Look at Courtney Cox though.
They're all supposed to be teens, but that one dude is clearly like 43.
I think somebody has to be the professor.
The dude in the jacket is the oldest there by far.
It was a good show. It was like really serious.
Oh, interesting.
Very serious, huh?
I mean, they would have to get out of jams via science.
I do enjoy a good.
I'm looking for a picture from the 80s, but I can't find it.
I'm just looking at a whole bunch of other pictures. Sorry, I started going down a rabbit hole without you guys.
It's okay.
It's all good.
There's a lot of rabbit holes to go down. I'm particularly looking for something from the 80s to show you. But go on, guys. I can't find it.
I don't know. I just want to keep talking about 80s and 90s TV. I know I don't want to do it.
80s and 90s TV. Well, I'm trying to remember 80s and 90s TV.
I mean, look, technically speaking, Andrea started.
I was so busy.
I was telling some people other day.
Dragon Ball Z.
I was telling people the other day how on this very show, Jake and I were just saying TV show lyrics to Andrea as if it were normal conversation.
Yeah. No idea what's going on here. I'm down to go further back. Like we can do Twilight Zone, Leave It to Beaver. You know,
want to see 1980s?
I love Leave It to Beaver.
I just sent you a picture. I just sent you a picture from me from the 1980s.
You're gonna make me go on Discord.
Oh, I want to see this.
Yep.
Holy motherfuck.
Yeah.
Hold on, because you're like quit Discord.
Well, one is 2010.
What the fuck? No, this is not real. This is AI generated.
No, the green bike, the flip flop color bike is 2010, but the maroon one is my bike, my Harley from '86.
Wow.
That was 1986. Wait till he shows it. So
wow.
I had my very own TV show, but it was live.
Wow.
Hold on.
Oh,
I'm getting there.
I gotta see.
I am the elder.
No, you're not. That's bullshit. Don't listen to that crap.
No, I am the elder. I am the queen. I am the Madam Butterfly of the Doomsphere.
I like that.
Yeah. What do you say, Bella? CH4 100 times warming potential. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yo.
That was my first Harley, and that was the one. I was one of the only girls that ever rode back then, and that's 2010. That's 2010. Yeah, that was Maria. We went to a party. She had her own bike too, though, and so we were just fooling around, having fun. But the other one, geez, I had some good memories back then.
What year is this? You said
86.
Awesome.
1986, I think it was, or 87.
Yes.
The bike was an 81 shovelhead that I rebuilt twice, actually. And then my second bike was another shovelhead that I rebuilt, and I gave it to my kid. No, this was the 76. Wait a minute. That was a 76 Harley right there. That's right. That's the first one I rebuilt. Second one was a black
coming
one.
Back.
Yeah. I can remember all that. I had a lot of fun.
And where are these photos?
In Orange County, New York. And the other one was Erie County, New York, which is by Buffalo. That's Erie County. Yeah. That was a party. We went to a party. That was like a workout phase. Working out phase.
Fun as hell, man.
Yeah, but I was a professional too, so I could ride my Harley, but I could wear a suit during the week.
Weekend bandit.
You can be anything you want in life if you try hard enough, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if that's opportunity for everybody anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of your boomerisms.
I think so. You're right, because I just thought there's so many more people now crowding in for the same opportunities that don't even exist like they may have in the day. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's I love looking back. I mean, just sort of did that. I just
looking back.
It can be overwhelming. But
it often is.
Yeah, like when those Facebook memories pop up And
no, I don't use Facebook, unfortunately.
I do because my mom's on it. And I have a funny story.
If my mom were on Facebook, that'd be a reason not to use it.
Oh no, I put a lot of stuff about gardening and whatever, and somebody had said on another channel, "I effing hate your Facebook because it's too happy." And I'm like, "Oh really?" Well, I have a 90-year-old mother who looks at my Facebook. You know, we are together on Facebook.
How dare you find joy in life?
Yeah,
you fucking asshole.
Yeah. Andrea, I'm going to freak you out with one more. You guys don't have to show it, but I'll freak.
Oh, no.
This is a real old one.
Made me go into Discord. All right.
I can't run Discord while I do this show.
You don't have to.
Memory hog.
No more. No
That's
more.
insane.
That was for
no,
Andrea.
that one you gotta hold on. I'll just get you the link. Hold on. It's in the private chat.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I'm really aging myself. Well, since Carolyn.
In what year is this one?
Oh my God.
Looks like fall. Is that autumn?
That was God. Holy fagoli. When was that? 1980. Fuck. I don't know. 1981.
Wow.
That feels like
wait, no,
early
1980s.
80s.
The leg warmers, man.
Yeah,
the sleeve things.
Yeah.
The fringe.
That's cool.
Insane.
I love it.
Yeah, that was Johnny O's bike. He was an asshole. He beat the living
Okay.
shit out of me.
Oh, man.
Real
Where's he
asshole.
now? Where's he now?
I hope you got
Luther in
Let's
New
get his
Jersey.
ass.
I found out that his life is suck ass.
Good.
Well, yeah.
I was really shocked he was alive. I had found his sister. and
Hey,
she
some
said-
people need to get their ass beat.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, that guy is a bad person.
Loser.
I hope you got to
He
keep the
was
bike.
a bad person. No, I didn't, but I have funny stories all about that, but we won't tell them now.
Okay.
Got to save them, drip it out over the next couple of years.
Yeah, before I forget them, before
yeah.
start dementia sets in. Oh, God.
My dad said one of the most inspiring things, and it's an observation I hoped would be true that I made a while back. He's confirmed it because he's a much older gentleman, and he was saying, like, I love the memory problems I've been having because I do not remember the plots to a lot of the things that I recall enjoying quite a bit. So I've been watching them again, and it's great. They're really great movies. I'm like, yeah.
Silver
That's how I
lining.
felt about watching Inception on a large amount of mushrooms. All I remembered was that I liked this movie.
Yes.
Pretty good.
Good times.
Hey, there's another elder in the chat. Orb Vroomer. I mostly crashed dirt bikes in the 70s. After I totaled the Suzuki 400, I stopped biking. Well, yeah, if you totaled something, I never had anything happen in the 36 whatever years road.
Really? Not once? Wow. Good.
No,
good for you, man.
one time in somebody's property, I was parking and the tree root was there and I kind of tipped it over, but that was it. No, I never had a problem.
Talking about like retro stuff, I
Yeah.
bought a comic book off of eBay recently. It's
Mhm.
called Atari Force #1. It was a comic book about Atari, but it was better than any Atari video game could have ever been.
I
This
bet.
comic is
I
like
bet.
legendary shit. And right in the middle is a 2-page ad for Saturday morning cartoons. And it was like Mr. T, the Smurfs.
Yeah.
It was
That
badass,
Rambo
the
cartoon
Incredible
that was on.
Hulk. It was so
Yeah.
fucking good, man. I was like, oh my God, I want to go back. I just want to get up at 6:30 a.m. on Saturday and watch cartoons until
Yeah.
afternoon. You know
Right.
what I mean? And have
But you know
like
what's
10
so much
bowls
better
of
now?
cereal.
What's so much better now is getting up at whenever the I want and watching whatever the I want.
That is true. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I love getting
do.
up at
Granted.
6:43 a.m. Next day, 9:56 a.m.
I
Maybe
like
I'll get up at
watching-
4:32 p.m. Who knows?
I like tennis highlights at 3 a.m. and then
There you
going
go,
to
yeah.
bed.
Yes.
I like
Yes.
Of course. Well,
Were
you gotta
you
decompress.
watching me last night? I literally was watching tennis.
That's what I
Those-
like
you know
to do.
those matches where like it's just for funsies. I love seeing those.
Oh yeah. Do you mean the older guy with the
Yeah,
mustache?
where-
I forget his name.
that's one of them. But like they're pros, and they're basically it's just an exhibition between really really good tennis players, but they're not trying to win so much as they're trying to do cool stuff. It's basically like a slightly waspier and one ball above all mixtape. It's more about the Flash.
Yeah.
Nobody else saw those mixtapes? Okay, well.
I mean, look, man, I watch a lot of tennis. I also play
fair
a lot.
enough.
I was trying to find the Atari Force to show my chat, but I don't want to link to friggin' Prime, Amazon.
If it's of interest,
it's on my Discord.
All right, fair enough. Just want to say for the record, I just now saw that Australian gal breakdancing in the Olympics. I don't know how I missed it while it was happening.
Well, I got to tell you that was the wrong one to open with. Yeah. Why did they go with that? If you're going to showcase something, I mean, everything else after that was so impressive.
Didn't everybody get mad at the twerking girl that twerked when she got her medal and she went over?
Oh, she was like an OnlyFans.
Not me.
I
was not angry at all.
You know, I did see something.
Because you're not on the right.
Oh, look. Hold on. Hold the phone. We have a celebrity in the chat.
Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca.
Is that Jake's chat? What is up, Rebecca?
Oh, I hope so.
Hi, Rebecca.
Careful,
knows
Rebecca. We're going to bring you on the show. Be careful.
Been following Rebecca for years and love her. Yes,
huge,
of course.
Huge fan. Good to see you.
Just made my whole night.
I'm an air conditioner.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome. She's
totally forgot what I was going to say. I'm starstruck.
We're talking about the Olympics.
We're starstruck.
Oh, it is my chat.
Yeah,
the
twerk Olympics.
Yeah, the first thing I was like, whose chat is she? Not mine. Oh no. But good for you, Jake. Somebody said Elon Musk couldn't stream on Twitter one interview with a presidential candidate.
Oh, sure. We're going to talk about that.
Just showed every single Olympic performance, no problem, over like 2 weeks. No problems at all.
Oh,
they couldn't pull off
frankly, a fraction of the budget. I mean, my word.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd love to talk about Elon Musk and Donald Trump's interview. That would be excellent.
Oh, can we please?
Well, I would like to open it with. Recently, I got into political betting. I don't know if anyone knows about this. You can make bets on the internet with cryptocurrency. And I bet some money on the outcomes of what this interview would have, and I made a lot of money. So,
and what interview?
Shout outs to Tampon Tim.
Oh yeah.
So you made a lot of money, and that's why you can buy yourself your beautiful artwork.
Well, you know, I bought those earlier, but now I'm paying back I went into debt, of course, you know, but now I'm paying off.
Sure.
I found
she's a gambler.
I found a clip. Here it is.
It's really good. Stuff fire.
You know what's funny is
what I feel like life is.
He did it with DeSantis and Ramaswamy. They both totally failed, and Trump commented on the DeSantis one and said this was a disaster. It will probably end his campaign. And then he saw it happen to Ramaswamy, and then he did it. Same thing happened. Didn't learn. Just a disaster.
They started a full 40 minutes late. No complaints from Trump about that. And
yeah.
Yep.
At the National Association of Black Journalists, he couldn't shut up about it. He is. Look, I am so sick of this outright, like, overt racism and bigotry and misogyny and he's
me
dumb.
Too.
He was
dumb,
they're
all dumb. Yeah,
and now he's clearly like sunsetting before our eyes, right? And people are just like, he is probably Jesus returned. It's not okay. So that should be a much bigger story than just whoever the good liars or whoever like at those Trump.
But the media is not picking any of it up for mainstream media.
No, I showed a quick.
Umair Haque just wrote about that, and I actually sent his article to my mom about how she's not seeing anything on the mainstream media.
They'll do it occasionally, and we pick up on it right away. But I showed a headline last night from the New York Times that said, this wasn't it exactly, but it was like Harris promises to, or Harris says Trump is dedicated to, or has claims to want to repeal Obamacare. Trump says he'll actually make it better, and I'm like, that's not. That motherfucker had 4 years of saying we're going to do something big and beautiful compared to Obamacare. You'll see, and they never did it. Every week was infrastructure week, and they never did it. That's the story. This whole, they did this on NPR for a long time when Obama was president, and it was like, oh, Barack Obama says this, Trump says, where's the birth certificate? And it's like, that's not part of this story.
No,
you're putting that in the story for bullshit reasons. It drives me insane the way they just give him a pass, and they really
everything do. Because it's a freak show, and everybody likes the freak show, or it's a train wreck, or it's a car accident, and everybody slows down to see it.
That's why I want him to get obliterated in this next election. I want it to be so massive that nobody ever takes Republicans serious again.
So shout outs to Donald Trump's dentures.
Yeah, because I heard that he has veneers and that he gets brand new veneers every 18 months because he's too lazy to take care of his teeth, and he spends all that money and gets new ones, and they were probably not in.
I think that's technically gender affirming care too. So
I would say,
yeah, I think that those shoulder pads are gender affirming care. But...
Exactly.
Most valuable player was whatever was wrong with Trump's teeth during that thing. And I just want to say, I'm almost like, I appreciate that Republicans have always been grifters. And on one level, that offends me. Like the idea that there's a whole party that just exists only to thieve from the American people. But on another level, at least be a good grifter, you know? At least like be a somewhat less obvious, like snake oil here. Come get your snake oil. And
I've got some snake oil.
Yeah.
We have snakes. We have oil. Come get your snake oil.
Just, at least have the dignity to get scammed by a good scammer, Republican.
It always feels like when I get scammed, sometimes, like I used to run an eBay business, and every once in a while you get someone that scams you. Like they abuse the eBay system or whatever just to take your product and get the money back. And, I can't even get mad because, sometimes you just got to respect the game, if someone's willing to go through all this garbage, they deserve it, honestly.
There's something I want to bring up real quick because I just saw.
Well, put it back down.
Haha. So I don't know about this. It wouldn't surprise me. It drives me crazy. I hate to think that that's probably going to be like a Confederate monument, but and you guys got to help me with this, but maybe behind the scenes. My wife wants to lead a campaign to rename poinsettias.
What's that?
Because they're named after a guy, Poinsett, who was a Confederate racist prick.
Rename that.
And well, we're gonna do it in South Carolina if we do it.
So does anybody know that though? What it's named?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's gonna be. She found out, and she's
on a mission.
She's doing this stuff now for school and in the community and in the state, and she's taking it very serious. And then she wants to do that, and I was like, "You lefty, you fucking." Commie bastard. They're gonna tear you apart, and here you go. Just when they start to accept you as someone who loves flowers, you're gonna ruin everything. But I think it's cool. I want her to do it really bad. So.
We should all. I vote for talking about less traumatic stuff in a minute, but we should all work hard to not be accepted by people that will not accept you if you're against naming stuff after enslavers. Fuck them.
Wow, this is a future episode.
I can't believe you were. So many progressives were.
Well,
yeah.
It was just
a little Bush fan.
No, it's a product of your growing up.
Little Bush's baked beans enjoyer over here.
It's more it's more a story about how I deprogram myself.
Yeah.
So
which in principle, yeah. We'd like to hear that.
The idea behind brace yourselves libertarian stuff. In college, God help me, I was like, oh, if I had to guess, I'd say I'm more of a guess. It was my own political leanings, but I would be like, yeah, if you like the pitch for libertarian stuff, I liked like the idea that
I like Dungeons and Dragons for the same thing.
The difference being, I still like Dungeons and Dragons, and I learned very quickly that libertarians are clown people.
Let me just say, I did a lot of community activism and fed the homeless. Like, I would go to underpasses in DC with groups of teenagers every weekend, and we would give out bagged lunches and stuff like that. You know, like I was doing a ton of this stuff as a kid through a church that kept promoting Republican values and everything. And I thought that bootstraps and all that was like, hey, some people just got it rough. We feed them this weekend. They'll find a way. They'll get a job.
They're out there handing out bootstraps.
Yeah. And so,
fuck the food. They need little to buy bootstraps.
Yeah, like little by little, I was like, man, a lot of this is bullshit. But I still was just kind of registered Democrat. And then when I looked at politics, I mean, I can't look at politicians right now and be like, you know, it's always the lesser of two evils for me. But at the time, I was more just, it was a technicality. So
right.
And I would vote without. I was a low info voter. I didn't pay.
So you voted for George Bush 5 times as a technicality. Is that right?
I wasn't old enough to do that, but no, yeah, I wanted McCain in that primary.
Oh, you were a McCain voter in the primary
against W.
Okay, back then.
Interesting.
Fair. And, I mean, that's a person you can have a conversation with, though, right there. Somebody who is like, at least they're thinking. Like, at least they're like, well,
I'd rather not have that conversation.
Oh, but then what I did was.
Oh, what time is it?
It's quarter to midnight on the East Coast.
Apparently, it's go time.
But
yeah, when my neck starts going, she's back.
Back. And get this, I voted for Obama because I was like, this is my kind of Republican. This is what I'm talking about.
You weren't wrong.
And then the second time I was like,
hope and change.
We just can't have Romney, so gotta do it.
Yeah, because Romney abused his dog.
Man.
I
can't carry that on my soul.
Anyway, I just, you know, there's a lot more to it, but that's the gist of it. It was deprogramming and I wasn't paying attention. You know, honestly, I was so up to my ears in work and like just trying to stay afloat and like keep my house and stuff. I didn't have time to pay attention to any politics at all until I went freelance in 2015 and then late 2015. And then it was like, I just need podcasts to listen to. And I found like the Young Turks and the Rational National and the Humanist Report and Tim Black and all that stuff. And that's when I was like, okay, I'm listening. How come nobody told me about this before? And then I would watch like Rachel Maddow and Keith Olbermann. And I was like, this is all bullshit, man. These guys suck compared to what I'm finding online.
At one time, I like Olbermann.
I still listen to his podcast like every day.
I did then. I liked Keith Olbermann then because he was saying things that people were not saying, you know.
Well, when I went
MSNBC, then back in 2008.
I mean, I thought I was a lefty, and then I was like, I'm tired of all the yelling and screaming on the Young Turks. I want to watch something more boring. That's when I found the Majority Report and Michael Brooks, and then I was like, oh,
yeah,
you can't be far enough left.
I feel like for a lot of folks, the Majority Report is when they find their stride in politics. Like if you're at the point where you're listening to the Majority Report, let me put it like this. I know a lot of folks that like started getting into politics and then they watched like Pod Save America, for example. But most people, when they come across the Majority Report, they're like, "Oh, this is where I'm at." Just something about the way
it's a comfortable show.
And you can listen to a present day episode like today or this week, and he'll tell me everything I got wrong.
Yes.
Back in the 90s and leading up to 2015. So
in the past, and then I didn't for a long time. But I remember the young Sam Seder.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and
partnered with Garofalo.
And then I mean, there were years when I was so busy at my work career that I really did not pay attention. I just had to pay attention to who was going to be in because of what they would do for taking away sponsor programs, research. For cutting research money.
Yeah,
I would watch.
I was so low info. Look at this shit. I was
Hey, Jake, how's it going?
I was so uninformed at one point that I thought NPR was like really lefty.
Once upon a time.
Is that Looney Tunes?
But not when I was listening to it, Jake.
I mean,
I just thought
I don't think I ever voted before. The first vote I ever did was for Bernie, so I did a lot of research.
That's a wonderful first vote.
Yeah,
that's like the best first vote. I'll never forget about my friend Michelle says, "There's this guy running for president," and I'm like, "What, Michelle? What?" She goes, "We got to go down to the bar. They're going to be playing him up on the TV at the bar." I'm like, "Really? On the lake?" And we went, and it was like that was it. And I couldn't believe she was telling me about this, and that was it. And then I found, I think it was Real Progressives, and then they had me on, and that's when I started live streaming and all that shit. But
dude, it shocks me how quickly people have forgotten what the world was like before the internet. Like before, not just the internet, but like reliable video streaming platforms. Like once upon a time, if you wanted the news, you could only hear about it from millionaires. There was no other option. And like you maybe could get like AM radio, but that would still be hosted by like Breitbart or whatever. Yeah. Well, I mean, it was still owned by huge conglomerates, even if it was like Rush Limbaugh. And he was a millionaire.
There was a time before Rush Limbaugh when you just had news radio. But news even radio, then, you could listen to it in the car. News.
Ultimately,
there's a lot of magazines.
Until this era, there really was no non-rich person run media because you had to have the capital to buy the means of getting the message out there, whether that was printing 10,000 magazines or whatever. So, like, we're in a golden era, even if for media, even if it doesn't feel like it, and even if we're not taking proper advantage of it, it's here, baby.
I agree with that.
Yeah, me too. You can see a lot of those folks on my channel too if you go to the playlist for interviews.
Boom.
Just start with the first one. After you're done with the first one, you pretty much seen them all.
Rebecca Azor's on there. Andrea Ravinsky's on there. All my friends.
Oh, I was supposed to get you the link to the interview I did with Tim Canova when he was running against Debbie Wasserman Schultz before he turned into a Trumper. He just, like I said, on the chat, he broke my heart. I got to get you that link. It's on my Facebook, Environmental Coffee House. It was a great interview, and it got like 10,000 views back then. And he changed so much.
What the hell happens? Well, I know, you know what? I know what happens.
They get disaffected, and he's also he teaches law. I mean, he's and he got very, very upset because he said she had committed fraud, and cheated. And I that's what he said back then. I think Tim Canova was one of the first ones to start with the big fraud thing. I don't know if it was true. I don't know if it was ever proven that they were throwing away the ballots, that she threw away ballots in Florida.
I actually think I know. They see an opening. They see an opening.
He wasn't like that. He was a Bernie guy. I mean,
that's the point. Is he saw an opening? He's like, I see what people want. I can replicate this. But then he saw that he was either he couldn't play the role well enough or whatever. It just didn't work out for him.
I don't even think he's in the public eye anymore. I mean, he's a professor.
I don't think he ever really had the heart for it. I miss calling people doing the news. Well,
for the rest of the show. For the rest of the show, we should just.
For the rest of the show, I'm almost
I'll just be like
the Left Past 10 auditory experience starring the Letter Hack and you old pal Jake and
glad
Sam
to be here.
Environmental Coffee House.
Boy, that interview with Trump and Elon was horrible.
Else,
what happened? Wow,
I
was expecting it to be bad, but it was worse.
I thought it was an excellent interview.
Yeah, I know.
Probably a good way for us to go out.
I'm telling you, and I'm still stuck on being the elder. Goddamn it! Climate change has been bad for 40 years.
But let's not get too excited about it.
Really,
but we'll be fine.
Everything will be fine. I know it's all going to be fine, and it doesn't even exist according to Project 2025.